Valorant is almost back, baby. We've been getting more and more team announcements, and one thing is for sure, these teams have their work cut out for them. Some of the best players in North America have been picked up, but only one team can make it to the top. So the question is, who will it be? Hey y'all, it's Liz. Just a quick plug for our merch because we have new colors of my personal favorite Touch Grass hoodie. It comes in black and like an ivory/cream now. It's my personal favorite hoodie. I think it's your guys's too, if I'm being honest. So don't forget to check it out, the link in the description below. It seems like I will never stop talking about the new VCT structure. So sit down, relax, grab a coffee and snack, and get ready because we have a lot to go through. If you haven't seen my approximately 1 million videos on the new VCT structure, let me give you the Spark Notes version. Next year, the VCT will have a partnered league with 10 teams representing 3 regions each, the Americas, EMEA, and Asia. There are 30 teams, so if you don't recognize some, that's totally fine. Just please trust me on this one. Those are all the real teams. I didn't just make up a graphic to trick you. Just trust me on this one. Anyways, 30 teams are locked into the partner program with no threat of relegation as far as I can tell. You may hear the partner program referred to as franchising, which technically isn't correct because the teams aren't buying spots, but comme ci, comme ça. I don't really know what that means. I'm like the lone American in this Canadian company. I did not come out of the womb speaking French, but just like work with me on this. For the teams that missed out on one of these spots, not all hope is lost because we have the brand new Challengers League. As a very brief summary, 12 teams will be in the Challengers circuit. Up to 6 get invites and a minimum of 6 are determined by 2 open qualifiers, both held in January. Teams from this Tier 2 league will compete in the Ascension tournament. A win means earning a spot in the main VCT circuit, joining the ranks of Sentinels, Cloud9, 100 Thieves, and more. We don't know which teams have received direct invites yet, but we do know some orgs that have at least announced their intention to compete. At the top of my list is G2. You all might remember the unconfirmed reports that G2 had a spot in the partner program, but then lost it when former G2 CEO Carlos was seen partying with controversial internet figure Andrew Tate. But regardless, G2 announced their roster for the Challenger circuit in a very tongue-in-cheek style.
What the f***, boys?
G2 is back!
The roster consists of former version 1 players Penny and Whippy, Oxy, and the former titans of early Valorant in NA, Shazam and Dapper. Y'all have been sleeping on Penny and Whippy, I swear to God. And of course, I love Shazam and Dapper, and with the addition of Oxy, this team is looking nice. G2 Rob said this team was built to prove the haters wrong. Such incredible guys who will all help drive the culture of G2 Valorant in North America. The fun is just getting started. Shazam, if you're watching this, you made it into my Twitch recap this year. I'm in your top 2% of chatters. I would have been 1%, but I got really into the Breath of the Wild speedruns this year, so but still rooting for you. Not to be outdone by G2's announcement video, Dapper tweeted this photo of an old gag G2 pulled onto the Sentinels roster when he was still on it. Personally, I have nothing to say about this. I'm just going to stay silent and drink my coffee like a good little girl and let that one simmer. But what is the rest of NA doing for Challengers? I'm so glad you asked. Buckle up for this one. Mark Meru, former Exit founder and COO, announced his new organization, M80, with some very familiar faces. The former core of Ghost Gaming, Koala Noob, John QT, and Nismo are joined by Xander, formerly of version 1, and EU, formerly of NRG. If you don't know Ghost Gaming from last season, in my humble opinion, just based on their performance and improvements alone, they should have been given a spot in the LCQ. My coworker Niall said, on paper, I think they have the favorites for promotion. All of these players have proven that they can compete at the highest level in NA, and so far, based on what I've seen, still waiting for more roster announcements, Shopify Rebellion and M80 are the favorites in Ascension. Obviously, it's still early to say, but I think any team with Nismo has the potential to up. It looks like FNS, NRG's very own, agrees. TSM announced that Corey, Seven, and Guimond would remain with the team and be joined by Nature and a returning Hazed. In a tweet, Hazed simply said, "Daddy's back." Sorry. As I was writing this script, Oxygen announced their roster, including Mitch, Randy Savage, and Scuba. And of course, y'all know that I'm a giant Guard fan, and the rumors are that Tex will be joining the lineup. No confirmation yet, but if this is true, the Guard are, like everyone else I've talked about, looking stacked. All of these rosters have huge potential. I don't think it'd be fair or right to rank these teams and say explicitly how I think they're going to do, because we're entering a new season with new teams and a new meta by Chamber. But some of my favorite players have found homes that could shake things up. I'm not exaggerating when I say any one of these teams could take it all. I'm not saying that it's going to be a bloodbath, right? Like they're gonna crawl their way and one's barely gonna make it out. What I am saying is that every single one of these teams have the resources and people to overtake their opponents effectively and consistently. That is a fancy way of saying winning. Over the next few weeks, more and more teams will announce their intentions to compete in the Challengers League, and they will announce the rosters that will compete for them. But let's remember, this is not a come one, come all. Only 12 teams can make it into the Challenger circuit, and only one team can win the Ascension tournament. The stakes are incredibly high for these teams, maybe even higher than they were before. Challengers is a way to make it into the partner program, that is Tier 1 Valorant. If they don't win, it's back to square one. There are no special invitations, no exceptions. With so few spots given to partner teams, it was only a matter of time before organizations, old and new, snapped up what was the rest of the best and made their rosters. I don't know what will happen come January. What I do know is the age-old saying we have here in NA, expect the unexpected. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas. New Jersey is the best of the 50 nifty United States, as we name every state in the USA. I haven't done the last part in so long, but I was like, he has to know why it's called 50 nifty.